Welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of June the 18th, 2023. This is an interesting pattern this week because it begins with what I call slide into home base energy, meaning that if your trajectory is all ready to score that run, you already have your outcome in sights, you're going to sail on through to exactly what it is you think you're going to sail on through to. There's not a lot of interruption energy, not a lot of complexity in the patterns. It's just slide on through. If you don't have a momentum in place and you're still kind of trudging along, then you can look to next week for things to sparkle and light up for you. But this week remains somewhat uneventful. Just whatever momentums you have in place, those are going to continue. What I do want to remind you is that as we get into July, that's the month people are going to see their outcome. So if you've been plugging away trying to make a certain job happen or an opportunity come to pass or make some progression in your relationship space, July is the month. So I'm really excited for what that will bring for a lot of people. Now we're coming up on the summer solstice here. It's so important on these solstice days. This is my opinion, and you can take it or leave it, but I feel like we always need to clean out. But you do want to kind of do an energetic dump of the first 6 months of the year because it's been concentrated and intense for so many reasons and on so many different levels. Now, let's say you're behind the 8 ball a bit and you're not really feeling the momentum going with you. You're going to want to clean that out and make separation because the earth is making a change. Go with the change of the earth. And always as we begin to lose minutes off the calendar or off the sun every day, it does indicate contraction of a sort. So we don't want to go against contraction, but we want to honor it. And it doesn't mean we can't progress or expand our life. It just means that we have to really pay attention to the rhythms and how we're syncing up with the earth and its vibrations itself. So I always think it's really worthwhile to do some type of meditation or reflection and just take accounting of what happened for you each month. Maybe a key feature of each month and what it impacted you. Give thanks for it, send it on its way. And then in your mind's eye, sort of take stock and say, what do I want in the next 6 months? And pick a theme for yourself that's in alignment with the vibrations of the planet. Now, I'm going to give a thorough forecast in July because there's so much happening the rest of the year, but July is just a great month for us to get started on a new trajectory. But this week, like I said, you're sliding into home plate. You've gone around all the bases. And now, as long as you can see that home plate, you're going to slide right over the base with not too many challenges. And then looking into next week, there's some nice energies coming in. So you can kind of get a jump start on the deliciousness of July and bring that into your experience. But I'd kind of be waiting till next week for major decisions and things like that. That's just me. Also, I'm really excited because Saturday I'm doing the Astrology 101 class at 11 o'clock Pacific. And here's the thing. I have never studied astrology per se. I've never read a book on it, nothing. But when I was in my early 30s, I met this woman who at the time was 77. And she'd been doing astrology for 50 plus years. And she and I became incredible friends. You can imagine a 30-year-old and a 70-something-year-old, but we were great friends. And we remained friends for probably about 15 years until her passing. But she lived, breathed, ate astrology. I mean, down to where she would check the planet ruling the hour before we went to lunch. I mean, it was her life. And I picked up a lot just being around her because that was the language she spoke. And it was pretty fascinating to me. So everything I share with you in my Astrology 101 course is not from a book. It's not from any specific website. It's from what this woman, her name is Lita Kendi, what she shared with me. And I am not a full-on expert in astrology, but I certainly know the basics. And it really enriches your experience with astrology because it's a very in-depth practice. And if you just know a handful of key things, you can read your own chart and you can look at the transits and kind of what you might be able to expect for yourself. Anyhow, I think it's a lot of fun, and I've never thought about teaching it because I don't consider myself an astrologer. It takes decades and decades to become really great at it, and I'm trying to become great at what I do, but I thought it could be a lot of fun and open up some doors for some folks. So I'll see you on Saturday at 11. If you have more questions, just reach out. All right, my friends, looking forward to your comments and questions. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Take care.